Hi, I'm ArianaJoy Cobler, and I did the interactive website analysis presentation on the Mason Pierre Hermes Paris website. Um, this website is a collab with Nicholas Buffet, which is a artist. Um, Essentially what this is a storytelling website that talks about a fairy tale that happens between two different kingdoms, and it's kind of like symbolism for the reason why Pierre is having like this whole campaign. um, but essentially the buffet is the artist for all the designs throughout the creative process. And he does a bunch of art um, for the site. Again, it is a storytelling site between talking about two different types of worlds, and you can distinguish what those worlds are by the colors that are used. So black and pretty like minimal color for the Moon Kingdom and lots and vibrant color for the Sun Kingdom. One way that the site is able to keep the audience more interactive within the site rather than just reading the story is they allow them to do little tasks throughout. For example, there's this one where Helios is looking through a telescope, and the site asks the viewer to look through the telescope and see what Helios is seeing and find it. And then there's another instance when they are racing and you have to press the space bar repeatedly. Things like that is able to keep the audience more engaged rather than just reading off what they have. So like I said, that they do use graphics and cartoons and art like this from Buffet, but they also do have words, like written word. One thing that they do to keep it more interactive, in my opinion, is they like to keep it brief. They don't want audiences to be overwhelmed with lots of words on pages, so they continuously like to keep it less than a sentence on every stage of the site. Another way that they are able to keep guests more focused on the story rather than drifting off and forgetting or whatever is they have them download certain parts onto their computer, onto whatever device they're using. For example, once you finish chapter one, you get to see all of the character cards. So this one says you found Roxanne and unlock the character cards, and then you're able to discover what each of those characters mean throughout the story. And then there's another instance where you are able to get the cards of each technical feature. So, for example, this one was the racer machine that they found. So at the very end of this all, you actually find out why this site is being used the way that it is and why they're telling that story. And it's actually because Hermé is a bakery in Paris, and they were trying to advertise for to have their bakery placed in Japan. And this was kind of like an alm to that. It was like there's two different kingdoms. They want to make amends and be able to make something beautiful out of it. So that's kind of what their thought process was. They wanted to bring their goods to Japan to be able to sell them there. So this was like a unique way to kind of show that that was possible. Their website is very cool. It's again very interactive. They like to use vocals and audio. They also have students, they also have viewers do a lot of self stuff. So like for example, dragging buttons. So again, dragging. Yeah, and throughout all of the site or each of the parts, you can freely play with all of the graphics. It is one feature that I really like about it, especially if you are younger, looking at it. Yeah. So that was my interactive presentation on the Mason Premier Hermie Paris interactive storytelling website. Thank you so much.